see how far, in fact, we can review in this thing. Let's see how far we go back this time. Does not want to go back at all. Well, we're still trying. So the O'Donnell, you got an O'Donnell crest from inside that book?
Now here it is, right here. I went too far. See how simple it is?
Huh. Focus is pretty crummy. How do you like that?
Hmm?
And that was, well, that is kind of similar.
Just see in the center there, you see it's just that little yellow, the background. And then the inscription isn't on in this thing here. And then that's just extra decoration on there, I guess. Well, it has to do with the history. But the ones that...
I wonder if any O'Donnells went off to in the Crusades.
Hmm?
Do you suppose?
Oh, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of, very interesting. I've read a lot of it.
Huh. Does it say anything next to it there, Heath? On that page?
It says O'Donnell, or issuing from the sinister side of the shield and arm, Fezways, vested, azure, cuffed, argent.
And ardent, I don't know what that is.
Holding
what that means.
in the hand, proper, a passion cross, gules? Gules.
I don't know that. It's hard to, I can't understand all of the, all the words. Some of them,
yeah,
you can get the hand and the cuff and the blue.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that argent, would that be red or does it mean,
Oh.
no, it doesn't say.
Yeah, because
Cuffed,
azure,
argent.
cuffed. Oh, azure. Which would be that color, right?
Oh, the blue? Oh, that's it, yeah, cuffed. And,
Argent, I don't know what that is.
well, we could spend time and look at, but we don't want to take too much time from that. So, let's see. I think it was in '62. I don't know if I remember right or not. I think so. We went first to Australia to talk to see the few people, the O'Donnells there, thinking we'd get some information, but we didn't get much. But I've looked up a lot of stuff, but Jim didn't get around to it. I had pictures and things of the history of the O'Donnell, and I'm quite sure I have it right.
Who was the relative who had gone from Limerick to Australia, and then he stowed away on a boat or something like that and went to Santa Barbara? How did that work?
Well, not Santa Barbara, no. He landed at San Pedro.
That was it.
Yes, he was in
horses.
the seminary, and he finally decided that it wasn't for him, in the whole country, why I guess the Italians and the French and the Irish all, wanted their oldest son to be a priest. And that's how it started. And of course, he was in the seminary when he left Ireland. And then I think he spent 9 years in Sydney. And then finally he made one try to get away, and his father got him back. The next time an old sea captain of his said, well, son, if you want to go that bad, I'll take you. And coming over in the boat, why, of course he had to work. He put him down in the galley, to work and everything. That was all right. But he got down on his knees, to say his prayers at night. And the fellows would come by and spit on his feet. So he had to wrap his feet in a blanket to keep, just pestering him.
And then his last name was, was he an O'Donnell?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was St. Peter and Paul's Day.
Wow. And when he got here, raised horses?
No, he didn't raise horses. He was a horse lover, and my mother was too. That's how they met. Her uncle, had a livery stable, and my father had two beautiful horses, pastured or whatever you want to call it, you know, in his stable. And that's how this uncle was the one who made the match between my father and mother. And he took her riding in this fancy thing, you know, and it's Pismo Beach, you know, that's has the hard sands, you know, and you can just drive on it. And so that was the beginning of that.
You know, Heather, we saw, what were those, what were the pictures? You gave some pictures to Pat, to Mom, that she has in that nice, oh, you haven't seen it, have you seen that?
Oh, yeah, she brought it over
Oh, she
to
did.
show me, yes.
That's just beautiful.
Yeah, she
That
just
really is
did
now-
a nice job.
There's a picture of you in there.
Oh, yeah.
And,
You and
My
Archie.
mother and father. Well, there's two or three of me, and then there's one I think of Archie,
Mm-hmm.
right.
and I guess that's about it.
My
Oh,
favorite,
and then she has her father.
right, the
in
picture of
there.
him in a bowler, and he's like 5 years old or something.
Uh-huh.
My favorite picture of Archie's this one over here.
Yeah, that's
Where was that taken?
that was taken at the golf club when we had the mother of the two dogs. She had a litter of 9, and we shotgun, I think, with him. And I took that out on our lawn,
Was that,
Captain and Skipper.
was that in, near Mount
Concord.
Lassen?
Pardon?
Was that in Mount Lassen? No.
No, that was in Concord.
Oh, really?
You know, where you probably don't remember.
No, I don't.
No, you weren't even here, I guess, then. Your mom was a little gal. But that's Captain and Skipper.
I remember talking about Captain. Do you know that Danielle just got a bird yesterday?
She called me.
And you know what she named it?
Oh,
Skipper.
yes, she did, Skipper, yes. And then we got talking about that, and I said, that was one of our, she said, well, that's, of course, that made it something,
Yeah.
you know, a little connection there.
Sure.
But Captain's on the left and Skipper's on the right. So
Great
that's,
shot.
yeah, I like that. That's one of my favorites. Well, I imagine you people are getting hungry, so you better let me get going here.
No, Heather, Uncle Archie was quite a bowler.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah,
He
he was
was
quite a bowler.
sports, period. One end to the other.
He played Did he play basketball at the UW?
Oh, yes.
Did he really?
He even played football at home in, no, he played basketball. Yes, he did. Uh-huh. And then he played it with the Industrial League after we were married
Right.
in Grace Harbor. And he played football, but he was in a little small town, you know, where I don't know how they had enough for a football team. But anyway, he did everything. And then let's see, golf. He called it a sissy game. I played it before he did. And after we were married, I was interested in golf, and I'd taken some lessons and think, he says, that's a sissy game. He has championships and everything else in golf.
Rob has his clubs, I think.
Right? Yes,
Rob
well,
has
no,
his
those
clubs?
are mine.
Oh, they are?
Those
Oh,
are mine,
nice.
yeah. I
Did
don't
you
know.
bowl with Archie when he bowled?
No, that's one thing. I did everything else. He taught me to shoot and to fish and everything else. And when it came to that, I don't know why, I just figured that I'm not very good at things like that, although I did all right with golf and things like that. But anyway, I said, no, that's not. But then I learned how to keep score. So I was a scorekeeper for the industrial teams, you know, and that was right down my alley.
Cocoa and Chris.